This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
And we welcome you back to the Elyria Catholic Coliseum for tonight's game between Lorain and Elyria Catholic. And you know, they just introduced them. I was going to say, Jim, that I probably have not seen a crowd as large inside this building since the days of Lorain Catholic and Elyria Catholic. And who's here? Bob Juna and Jim Lawhead. In fact, this is Jim Lawhead's first time at Elyria Catholic for a game since he retired from coaching.
Yeah, a couple of county legends there for sure, Bob. And you're right, we have a great crowd here for a Tuesday night. Still a little bit of room, but the Lorain fans are out as normal here in full force. This is a great atmosphere. You know, for being a non-conference game, I mean, this is exactly what Elyria Catholic wanted, to be able to play in this type of atmosphere.
Starting lineup, first of all, for the Lorain High Titans. They'll be starting at a guard, a 5'10 senior, number 0, if that can be a number, Kevin Davis. A 6'2 senior guard, number 1, Javier Andrews. At a guard will be a 5'9 senior, number 10, Jamar Ross. At a forward will be a 6'5 junior, number 33, Naz Bohanna. And at center will be a 6'7 senior, number 20, Anthony Summers. Or Smothers to make that. Lorain is 2-0 on the year. They're coached by John Rossitano. For the Elyria Catholic Panthers, they'll be starting at a guard, a 5'10 senior, number 11, Darren Geis. At a guard will be a 6'1 senior, number 4, Kevin Kelly. At a forward will be a 6'2 senior, number 23, Jake Kukta. On the wing will be a 5'7 junior, number 22, Doug Taylor. And at center will be a 6'3 senior, number 5, Brian Duffield. Panthers are 3-0 on the year. They are coached by Mr. Phil Kukta. Obviously, Lorain has a huge size advantage in this game.
Yeah,
even though they're not, as John said, they're not as big as they were last year. Elyria Catholic's going to have to really fight to just stay on the board with them.
Absolutely. I mean, with Smothers at 6'7", Bohannon at 6'6", and you know they're just athletic. I mean, it's not just big bodies; they're very athletic bodies there. Shot blockers, can run the floor. Huge challenge for Elyria Catholic in that regard. You know, when you look at some of the numbers real quick, Bob, I mean, the one thing Elyria Catholic has done much better this year is they've defended. They're only giving up 49 points a game. Lorain, on the flip side, his average margin of victory in their 2 games has been 50 points, 97 to 47. So a lot of interesting little subplots here, and we're getting ready to go here right now.
And we also want to welcome the cameras of WLCS TV 20 who are picking up our feed tonight. Lorain going left to right down the hardwood floor here at the Coliseum in the first half. There's the opening tip, but it's controlled by Elyria Catholic. Kelly will take it right of the circle. Hands ball off to Geis. Geis will be tipped up by Davis at the top of the key. Geis with the dribble. Takes it on the right wing to Duffield. Duffield against Smothers. Duffield with the dribble right of the circle. Pitches it back out on the wing right to Geis. Top of the key, it goes to Taylor. Left side to Kelly. Kelly outside right to Kukta, fires a 3, in and out, no. Rebound slapped outside to Andrews. He'll get it ahead to Bohannon. Outside it goes Ross, drives the lane, laid it up, no good. Rebound grabbed off by Bohannon, put it up, no good. The rebound comes off to Kelly for Elyria Catholic. He'll bounce it ahead to Geis into the forecourt. Left side Kukta, pass inside to Geis, who lays it up and in.
Panthers have done a nice job of that all year long, running the floor. Geis with the lay-in.
Ross gives it off to Davis. Davis drives the left side of the lane, put it up off the glass, no. Smothers the rebound inside, picked up down low by Davis, puts it up, no, and he got fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, 2 times in a row now, Bob. Titans have been able to get offensive rebounds, didn't convert the first possession, but going to get another opportunity here, and that's what just makes them so tough. I mean, they just pound the glass. They do everything well. I mean, you're going to have a tremendous effort if you're going to beat this basketball team.
Kevin Davis at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. 2-1 Elyria Catholic, 6:57 in the opening quarter. The foul was on Darren Geis of the Panthers, his first and the team's first.
Well, certainly somebody Elyria Catholic has to have on the floor. I mean, he can't be picking up a second foul here early.
And full court pressure, the inbound to Geis. Geis on dribble into the forecourt. He'll kick it right side. Cook to 3 right wing, good.
And again, Geis, the trigger man, getting that ball back against that pressure, breaking it down and finding Cook to spotting up for the 3.
And Elyria Catholic with their own pressure coming on. Here comes Andrews all the way down, drives, lays it up and in, got the friendly bounce in, and he'll go to the line to shoot the foul shot to try to tie the game up.
Real nice job by Andrews accepting that contact from Duffield. Duffield, just didn't get him well enough to keep him from finishing. Nice job by Andrews.
Davier Andrews with the foul shot. Puts it off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped by Smothers, no good, and the rebound to Taylor for Elyria Catholic. Panthers by a point with 6:33 in the first quarter. Geis gets it into Taylor. He'll drive the lane inside, put it up, no, but he drew the foul on Anthony Smothers. On Smothers, that'll be his first, and the first on Lorain as a team.
Real aggressive drive by Doug Taylor there. He didn't hesitate at all and took it strong to the basket and was able to get into the body of Anthony Smothers and draw that foul.
Taylor hits his first free throw. 6-4 Elyria Catholic, 6:29 in the opening quarter.
And that's what you have to do against a shot blocker, Bob. You've got to get into him and get contact with him so he can't get them arms extended and block your shot.
Second shot also good, 7-4 Panthers in the lane. This is Andrews, and his pass inside was knocked away by Duffield, picked up by Geis. Geis in the backcourt loses, gets the ball back. Then we've got a tie-up, and we got a timeout called by Elyria Catholic. Even though Phil Cook is yelling at the official, there should have been a foul. This is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. 6:16 to play in the opening quarter. Panthers lead by 3, 7-4.
Interesting, because I'm not saying that's a bad call by Coach Kukta, but with 6:16 left in the first quarter, already using a timeout to save a possession. Geis was in some trouble, obviously. He might have had the tie-up. I can't tell from where we're at, Bob, who has the arrow. That's what's really important. But at any rate, Elyria Catholic has answered my question. They're playing the way that they want to play, and right now, they've been just as aggressive as Lorain.
I think Lorain right now would have the arrow on a held ball because the Panthers got the opening tip. The inbound will go to Duffield. Duffield in the backcourt. Duffield bounces it ahead to Kelly into the forecourt. Kelly on the right side of the circle. The Duffield drives the lane, laid it up and in.
It's give and go basketball. It's the best way. Not a lot of dribbling. Good way of attacking that pressure. And here's the Panthers pressing.
And it was Kelly knocking the ball out of Andrews' hands on the baseline out of bounds. Panthers by 5, 9-4, 5:59 in the first quarter. Bohannon will inbound for Lorain. He gets it into Davis. Davis double team in the backcourt. Davis still with the double team whistle, and we're going to get a foul called, and that's going to go on Doug Taylor. His first and the team's third.
EC wanted to travel there, and they would have got it, except there was a little body in that trap. You just got to stay stationary in that trap when you're defending it.
Andrews into the forecourt to Bohannon. Bohannon left to the lane, and he walked with the basketball as he was doubled up by Duffield and Geis.
The Panther pressure defensively right now is bothering Lorain. They almost look a little bit surprised that EC is coming at him with this much pressure here.
Inbound to Kelly, quick pass ahead into the forecourt to Geis. Drives in the side to Duffield. Spinning move, laid it up and in.
Beautiful job by Duffield. going on that spinning left-hand layup, using that rim to protect himself. Great finish.
Panthers by 7, 11-4, 5.5 first quarter. Into the forecourt, this is Andrews. Off it goes to Davis, left of the lane, and he walked with the basketball.
Yeah.
He was set as if he was going to take a three, then he decided to take it top of the key, and he moved the pivot foot.
Well, the double fake there. He was ball faking, but he was also foot faking at the same time. And I'm sure if Davis had it to do over again, he would just let that three go in rhythm.
The inbound to Taylor, quick pass to Duffield. Duffield drives the lane again, laid it up and in.
Oh my goodness. Ryan Duffield showing you how to score layups against pressure.
Into the forecourt, this is Andrews, drives the lane, shot blocked out of bounds by Doug Taylor of Elyria Catholic. 13-4 Panthers, 5:10 in the quarter.
Tremendous start by EC.
Davis will inbound, lob out to Bohannon, double team. He'll get it on the left side. There's a three by Andrews. No good, and the rebound pulled by Kelly. Long lead pass for Geis, overthrew him. That's grabbed off by Ross. He'll get it ahead to Davis, left side, off his hip, picked up by Kelly. Kelly to Geis. Geis drives and lays it in. Timeout, Lorain. This will be a 30-second timeout. 4:52 opening quarter. It's Elyria Catholic 15 and Lorain 4, and we'll keep it here.
Well, my question's been answered, Bob. Elyria Catholic has said we're going to play the way that we play. Coach Cucker mentioned in your interview, hey, we try to score 100 as well, and they're off to just a tremendous start. Their pressure has forced 4 Lorain turnovers, and they've been able to convert those almost every single time into transition buckets. So if you're Lorain, you really just have to get settled down here. They haven't used their height advantage yet, as far as in a set type of offense, and EC's pressure is a big reason for that.
The inbound comes to Davis in the backcourt, covered by Kelly. Cross-court pass to Andrews, back to Davis. Davis, long lob into the forecourt to Ross. Pass back to Andrews, left of the circle. Up top it goes to Bohannon. Bohannon, top of the key. Drives the right side of the lane to the hole, laid it up and in, and got the foul.
Yeah, and just a great job coming out of that timeout. You get Bohannon on the left side, and he just drove from the foul line. Great left-hand finish, got the contact. But that's more what Lorain needs to do. That's what they have to exploit. There's such a disadvantage trying to guard a player like Bohannon. EC really don't have anybody that can, and most teams don't either.
Dorian Crutcher is in for Duffield as he picks up his second personal, and Jalil Little is in the game for Lorain, replacing Ross. Foul shot is no good. The rebound to Cookta to Taylor. Gets it ahead to Geis. Into the forecourt, Cookta. Cookta drives into the lane to the hole, laid it up and in.
Well, Elyria Catholic has done that time after time, going right to the basket and laying it in. There's no help coming from the Titans right now.
17-6 EC, 4:18 in the quarter. In the backcourt, this is Andrews. Ahead it goes to Davis, out to Little, back to Davis in the lane, drive, lit it up off the front of the rim, no. Rebound put back up and in by Bohannon.
Just relentless on those boards, second chance opportunities.
Bohannon with 4, pass inside, Cook to baseline left, outside to Crutcher left side, in the lane to Taylor. Taylor had his shot blocked by Bohannon, but then stepping on the side baseline was Andrews as he came up with the loose ball after the block shot.
That time the interior defense from the Titan was there getting that block, but unfortunately Andrews stepped on baseline, inbounds under to the Panthers.
Crutcher on the inbound out to Taylor out front. Taylor will go right side over to Geis, back left side Taylor. Taylor takes the 3, hit it.
Doug Taylor can knock that shot down. I mean, Smothers didn't come out on him. Taylor drill it.
20-8 Elyria Catholic on the left sideline. This is Andrews. Out front it goes to Little, to Davis. Davis right of the circle. Back up on top it goes to Andrews, and he got hooked by Geis for a foul.
And that's his second one, right, Bob? That's huge because there's no one else that EC had. Darren Geis coming over to plead his case right now, like, leave me in. I won't foul again, but 3:26 in the first quarter, he's already got 2. That's huge.
Yep, so he will sit down, and coming in will be Donovan Warfield. Bohannon will inbound far left sideline for the Titans. The inbound comes to Davis. Davis at the center circle, takes it between the circles. He'll go on the left wing or on the right wing, make that over to Little. Back out to Davis left side. Lob inside for Bohannon, stolen by Cookta. Cookta the bounce ahead to Warfield. Warfield cross-court pass to Taylor. Taylor left of the lane, drives the lane, put the shot up, it was blocked by Smothers. Pass ahead was tipped out of bounds by Warfield as Little was trying to throw it ahead to Davis.
That time Doug Taylor was a little quick on that drive. He didn't really gather himself, and Smothers easily able to block that shot. Titans trying to cut into this lead.
Deshaun Brooks is going to be reporting in momentarily for the Titans. Out front, Bohannon to the left side to Andrews. Andrews left of the circle for three, good.
Yeah, that's what the Titans are going to need to open up a little bit. Outside shot, nice hit by Andrews.
Xavier Andrews with 5, 20-11 Elyria Catholic. Taylor into the forecourt. Taylor gets by Little. He'll go left side to Crutcher for three, good.
Oh boy, that's a quick shot, but Crutcher didn't hesitate and buried it.
23-11 Elyria Catholic, 2:28 in the quarter. Pass back, and they're going to get a run-in foul by Cookta. The pass was back for Andrews. He had to leap in the air for it. Cookta tried to come up for the steal and got him on the body for the foul.
His angle wasn't very good that time trying to go for that lob pass, Bob. He was too close to the Titan player he was guarding, and that's 6 fouls on the Panthers now here in the first quarter.
And the first on Cookta. Shane Smith comes in for Lorain. Little out front. Little to the right wing, right of the circle. Top of the key to Bohannon. Bohannon takes the 17-footer, good.
Bohannon, he's just a ball player. I mean, he takes it on the drive, pull-up jumper. I mean, not a whole lot he can't do.
Long inbound, save, almost saved by Crutcher, but then it was grabbed by Bohannon. 8-foot fall away, no. Rebound, Smith and Cook to tie up for it. And on the held ball, it should be Lorain's possession. Minute 53 in the quarter. Now Deshaun Brooks will come in. And sitting down will be Smothers. So Little will inbound on the baseline.
Yeah, Lorain going a little bit smaller here.
Bounce to Andrews, drives into the lane. Lost the handle on the ball, and they're going to call a reach-in foul.
Boy, well, if you're a Lorain fan, you're like, absolutely. And if you're an EC fan, you wanted to travel. You thought of anything. They had their hands on the ball there, but W.R. Andrews is going to get a chance to shoot too.
And on Crutcher, that is his first. Or they call that on Kelly, excuse me. That's his first. And the first free throw is good by Xavier Andrews.
The other big thing, Bob, though, is that Titans are going to be in a 1-and-1. We got 1:49 left in the first quarter.
Titans have only committed 1 foul so far. Second shot by Andrews is also good. He has 7, and it's 23-15 Elyria Catholic. Minute 49 in the quarter. The inbound to Cookta. Cookta passes ahead to Kelly. Kelly into the forecourt, right of the circle. Kelly on the right wing to Cookta out front. Cookta top of the key, back to Kelly on the wing right. Minute 38 in the quarter. Kelly goes cross court left to Warfield. Warfield dribbles right side to Crutcher. Crutcher penetrates into the lane, dumps it outside. Taylor at 3 left wing, back of the rim, no. Rebound. Bohannon saves it from going out of bounds to Andrews. Bounce ahead to Little. Little pass back into Bohannon. Laid it up, no. Rebound. Taylor and Bohannon went for it. Whistle, and we've got a foul. Foul's going to be on Naz Bohannon. That'll be his first, team's second.
Yeah, he just kind of short-armed. That was a great pass from Little on the penetration. Bohannon not able to finish, and then compounding it by getting an over-the-back call.
Taylor will come out. Sean Zabo comes in to replace him. Kelly on the inbound to Cookta. The bounce back for Kelly was kicked out of bounds by Brooks.
Yeah, it's just relentless full-court pressure here by the Titans. So far, EC's done a nice job handling it, but this stuff wears on you.
And that time we have the inbound to Crutcher, and then we've got a whistle and a foul called on Shane Smith. That'll be his first and the team's third. Minute 15 in the quarter, 23-15 Elyria Catholic. Ross is back into the game replacing Andrews.
Tough spot to inbound here, deep in the side out.
Warfield on the dribble into the forecourt. Kicks it out. Zabo a 3. Good.
You look Catholic, they practice that. These baseline spot-ups, they're finding them all night. It's different players all the time in a white jersey.
26-15, Elyria Catholic. This is Bohannon, left side, right side, turn around 10-footer, good off the glass.
Yeah, just use the size right there, catch it, and then that, kind of spin move, pull-up jumper.
Bohannon with 8, 26-17, 47 seconds. Warfield the drive, gets it out to Crutcher. Back out, Kelly a 3, spins the rim, no. Rebound to Brooks for Lorain. Gives it ahead to Ross. Down the left side, takes the 3, got it!
This is NBA pace, Bob. No shot clock needed.
And it is Warfield has the ball knocked away, picked up by Ross, by Bohannon to Ross. Gets it out, Brooks at 3, baseline left, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Smith. It'll be Elyria Catholic basketball with 21.1 seconds to play in the quarter. Smothers will come back in. Bohannon will sit down for Lorain. 26-20, Elyria Catholic. The inbound to Cookta. Cookta in the backcourt. Cookta loses his footing. Bounces it ahead to Warfield. Gets it ahead to Crutcher. Crutcher a 3, short. Rebound, put it up and in!
Foul his own shot, Crutcher did. Just foul, nobody there from Lorain to give him an 8-point lead.
Crutcher with 5, 3 seconds in the quarter. There's a 3 at the rebound, put up and in by the buzzer. It was a 3 by Smith that didn't go, but Brooks was there for the follow-up layup. We have played one quarter. Elyria Catholic 28, Lorain 22. On the Cool Cat 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state. A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
28-22 in favor of Elyria Catholic after one quarter. Crutcher, Kelly, Cookta, Taylor, and Zabo on the floor for the Panthers. It is Davis, Andrews, Bohannon, Ross, and Smothers, the original starting 5 for the Titans.
Offensively, Elyria Catholic can't play any better than they did that first quarter. The question is, can they sustain it?
Left side, this is Crutcher on the left wing to Taylor. Taylor left of the lane. Cross court, Zabo a 3, back of the rim, no. Rebound, Bohannon. Bohannon will dribble up into the forecourt, top of the key. Bohannon to the foul line, outside the 3, and it's no good off the glass by Davis. Gets his own rebound, penetrates inside, throws it up and in from 5.
Well, those are just killers if you're going to pull an upset. You got to rebound the basketball.
28-24, Elyria Catholic. Into the forecourt, Kelly. Pass into Crutcher, laid it up and in.
Great challenge by Crutcher. Found him on the baseline. He went right up and challenged Smothers and finished.
30-24 EC, 7-12 in the half. Davis gets it outside to Andrews. On the left side to Bohannon. Bohannon left of the lane. Into the lane, 6-footer no off the front of the rim. Rebound to Zabo. Clears it off to Cookta. Cookta in the backcourt. Cookta into the forecourt. Cookta top of the key for 3. Got it!
Oh boy, Elyria Catholic just red hot.
Cookta with 8. 33-24, back to a 9-point Panther lead. 6:48 in the half. This is Davis outside, top of the key to Andrews. Andrews will drive the left side of the lane to the hole, laid it up and in off the glass.
Tough shot by Andrews, driving the left side there, hanging in the air. Nice finish.
He's got 9, 33-26 EC. Zabo in the backcourt into the forecourt, Kelly. He fires a 3, in and out. Rebound to Smothers, gets it ahead to Bohannon. Bohannon has it knocked away by Kelly, picks it back up. Pass into Smothers, he jams it. Smothers with his first 2 on the slam dunk. 33-28, Elyria Catholic. Into the forecourt, Kelly. Kelly bounced to Cookta. Cookta bounced to Crutcher on the right wing. Back outside to Cookta. In the corner to Zabo. Zabo wanted to take the 3, couldn't, as Ross came out on him twice. Gets it back to Cookta.
You see going to more of a spread set here now. 5 out. All 5 guys outside the 3-point line.
Taylor off to Cookta. Cookta a 3. Got it.
Talk about feeling it. Jake Cookta just spots up on that right wing and drills another one.
Cookta with 11, 36-28 Elyria Catholic, 5:39 and a half. On the left side, this is Andrews. Top of the key. There's a jumper by Ross that doesn't go. Rebound to Zabo. Off to Cookta. Cross-court pass Taylor. Down low, Crutcher missed the layup. Taylor was there for the rebound and got fouled before the shot.
Again, Elyria Catholic pushing the basketball, getting numbers. Didn't hit initially, but nice offensive board by Taylor, drawing the foul. Inbounds under for the Panthers.
Sitting down will be Ross. Little will come back in. And the foul was on Davis. That's his first, team's fourth. The inbound is Zabo from Taylor. Back outside, it goes left to Kelly. In the left corner to Cookta. He'll take a three, short. Rebound grabbed off by Smothers, but Bohannon wasn't expecting the pass. It hit off his back shoulder and went out of bounds at the scorer's table. It'll be Elyria Catholic ball.
Yeah, Titans are trying to push there, but Bohannon had no idea that pass was coming to him. Ball right back to Elyria Catholic midcourt.
5:10 to play in the half. This is out front it goes, right side Kelly. Kelly in the corner right off to Crutcher. Crutcher outside the arc right side, goes left side Taylor. Taylor looking inside, nothing there. It comes back outside on the dribble. Dribbling against Bohannon.
5 out set again, but poor decision that time by Taylor. Turnover back to the Titans.
Tried to hit Crutcher in the corner, but his pass sailed on him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's only the fourth turnover by Elyria Catholic, but that one was pretty much unforced.
And we've got a whistle away, and something was thrown on the floor, not intentionally, so they called time to pick it up so nobody would trip over it. 4:50 in the half, 36-28 in favor of Elyria Catholic.
Refs might have just needed to catch their breath here, Bob. This has been breakneck speed here so far.
Top of the key between the circles.
Panthers showing zone now for the first time tonight.
Davis out to Little.
3-2 zone.
Kicks it out to Andrews. Andrews a three right side, doesn't go. Taylor the rebound for the Panthers. Taylor, long feed, and he throws it away again as he got a little too much on the pass, and he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he's just frustrated with himself, and I think a little bit tired as well, Doug Taylor is he's immediately going to come out of the game, but done a nice job on the boards. It gets the ball to the guard, though. Let the guard make that decision.
Donovan Warfield comes back in to replace him. Little will walk it up into the forecourt for the Titans. Throws it on the left side to Smith. Back out to Little. Fires a three out front. Back of the rim, no. Rebound knocked away from Kelly, but it's picked up by Warfield. Warfield into the forecourt. Warfield with the dribble on the right side. Bounce pass ahead for Kelly, and it got kicked.
Yeah, good job by Warfield. He's being pressured. Kelly went back door, but Titans were able to throw a leg out there. And side out of bounds here for EC.
4:05 remaining in the half, EC by 8. Cookta on the inbound to Warfield, back out to Cookta. Cookta right of the lane, into the lane, 6-footer, no, but he drew the foul. Jake Cookta will go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Bohannon.
And that might have caught Lorain a little bit by surprise, Bob, because Cookta that time, he's been pulling up with that three. That time, nice fake and take the ball strong to the basket.
Bohannon picks up the foul, his second, team's fifth. Cookta misses the first free throw off the side of the rim to the right. 36-28 Elyria Catholic. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Second foul shot, good. Cookta with 12. Doug Taylor Jr. will be back in. Zabo will sit down for Elyria Catholic.
Yeah, I think they just settled Doug down a little bit there. They need him. They need him on the boards. He's one of the bigger Panthers out there.
This is Andrews left of the lane. Top of the key to Little. On the right side to Smith. Smith back out front to Little. Little back to Smith. Smith looking inside for Smothers. It's not there. Goes back outside to Little. On the left side over to Andrews. Pass in Bohannon. Hooks it up and in.
Good job by the Titans attacking that zone, taking it from side to side, and then finding Bohannon inside for the easy lay-in.
Bohannon with 10, 37-30, Elyria Catholic. Driving the lane is Taylor. Missed the layup. Warfield went for the tip, missed it. Rebound loose on the floor. Bohannon the drive, and he got fouled from behind, and they're going to call that an intentional foul.
Yeah, they should.
On Kevin Kelly.
Oh, boy, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm sorry. I don't know. Bohannon Bohannon was driving. He was ahead of the pack, and he got shoved in the back. He's not at all happy about it, and I don't blame him. Intentional foul is definitely the right call here.
On Kelly, that'll be his second, team's 8th. Naz Bohannon will go to the foul line. First free throw is on the rim and bounces off. No good. 37-30, Elyria Catholic, 3:23 to play in the first half. Bohannon's second free throw, spins off the rim, no good. Now it'll be Lorain basketball on the baseline. And Little will inbound for the Titans. Cookta will stand in front of him. The inbound lob comes outside to Andrews, right of the circle. Drives the lane left, puts up a 3-footer, got the rolls, it goes in.
Yeah, EC went back to man-to-man, and Andrews immediately attacked it off the left-hand dribble and laid it in.
37-32, Taylor into the forecourt. Kicks it out to Warfield. Kelly at 3, side of the rim, no. Rebound comes outside to Smothers, ahead to Little. Little into the forecourt, drives the lane, tried to scoop it up and got hit on the arm by Cookta.
Good, great transition by Little, just attacking that basket. Too quick. EC playing defense with their hands that time instead of their feet, get the reach in.
Excuse me, they actually called that foul on Taylor. It's his second and the team's 9th. Little will be at the line for 2. First free throw is good. Jalil Little with his first point on the evening. 37-33, Elyria Catholic, 2:58 to play in the first half. Sitting down will be Smothers. Coming back in is Brooks. Geis and Zabel are going to come back in for EC. Second foul shot is also good by Little. Little with 2.
Interesting, Bob. Darren Geis coming back in. This leads down to 3. He's got the 2 fouls. Got to be careful.
2:38 remaining in the half. In the backcourt, Geis. Cross-court pass to Cookta. Forecourt to Warfield, right sideline. Pass back to Cookta. Cookta against Andrews. Cookta the 3, spins the rim, no. Rebound on the bounce is grabbed by Bohannon in the corner. He gets it ahead to Smith, down to Brooks. Brooks, cross-court pass, Bohannon, off his hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the right idea, but Bohannon was only able to get one hand on that pass. If he got 2, he would have been fine, but, you know, again, the Titans starting to push it here, and then the tide's starting to turn. Even though that was a turnover, Lorain's really starting to settle in here with what they want to do. Now we're seeing this 1-3-1, 3-quarter court look from Lorain defensively.
Duffield is back in, and Zabel will sit down. Geis in the backcourt. Geis into the forecourt. Left side Cookta in the left corner to Duffield. Duffield left of the lane, drives the lane, hooks it up off the glass, no. Rebound Bohannon. Bohannon pushes it up into the forecourt. Bohannon all the way in, laid it up and in.
Well, I mean, that's just special. You can take it length of the floor like that, like Bohannon did. Great job.
37-36, Elyria Catholic. The lead was 11, now it's down to 1. Into the forecourt, Geis. Geis double team. Geis drives the lane, goes inside, laid it up, no. Cookta the follow, no. Rebound, Bohannon knocked away by Warfield. Loose on the floor. Ball is still loose. Finally picked up by Bohannon. Long lob to Andrews. Andrews on the right wing. Andrews right of the lane against Cookta. Moves inside, cross court left. 3 by Smith, air ball. Grabbed by Brooks, put it up and got fouled.
Yeah, it's just a lot of size, and you know, Coach Cookta is asking for something at the other end, but I mean, at this end of the floor, Lorain is just kind of taking over with their offense. They have great spacing. They're in great position for these offensive rebounds as well.
Donovan Warfield picks up the foul, his first, 10th on Elyria Catholic. Brooks will be at the line for 2. First free throw on the rim, bounces off, no good. Davis will come back in for Lorain.
Titans only 6-11 this half from the free throw line.
Kelly will come back in for Warfield for Elyria Catholic. Brooks can tie the game with the second shot. On its way, good. Brooks with 3. 37 all, a minute 42 in the half. In the backcourt, Geis. Bounce ahead to Duffield. Duffield has a pocket picked and whistle off foul.
Yeah, reach in that time, I believe, on Kevin
Davis.
Go inbounds under here for Elyria Catholic.
That's his second and the team's sixth. Minute 36 to play in the first half, and we are tied at 37. Duffield on the inbound bounce to Zabo. Out front it goes to Geis. Geis up top, inside Zabo. Turnaround 7-footer, no, but he drew the foul.
Nice job by Zabo using his body to kind of shield. It was right up into his shot. And it wasn't bad defense by Brooks, but anytime you come down with that hand a little bit, and any contact ensues from that, they're going to call it.
Crutcher's going to come back in for Elyria Catholic. Minute 29. Zabo's first free throw off the front of the rim, no good. So Warfield and Crutcher come back in. Duffield and Kelly will sit down.
Still gambling with Darren Geis, too, staying on the floor with those 2 fouls.
Zabo will attempt his second foul shot. It is on the rim and in. Sean Zabo with 4, EC back by 1. 38-37, minute 28 and a half. Davis in the backcourt.
Panthers.
Off it goes to Brooks, back to Davis, into the forecourt. Andrews drives the left side of the lane, puts the shot up and in.
Andrews done such a nice job tonight, driving, hanging in the air, and finishing. That was impressive.
Lorain has their first lead on the night, 39-38, a minute 11 to play in the half. Into the forecourt, Geis. Geis top of the key, foul line left, drives the lane left, and he got fouled.
Coach Rossitano's turn to be upset. Thought maybe that should have been a travel on Darren Geis instead of a foul call.
That is Davis's third, team's 8th. So he will take a seat, and at the line will be Darren Geis, and coming back in will be Jalil Little for the Titans. Geis to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Geis with 5.
You know, and credit Darren Geis, Bob. They brought him back in with those 2 fouls. He's done a nice job of still playing his game and not picking up with that 3rd foul.
Ross is back in replacing Smith. Second free throw also good. Geis with 6. Elyria Catholic back by a point, 40-39. Minute to play in the first half. In the backcourt is Little. Bounce into the forecourt to Brooks, on the left side to Andrews. Andrews foul line to Little, throws up a 3-footer, no off the glass. Geis the rebound. Geis dribbles into the forecourt. Geis drives the lane, laid it up on the rim and in.
My goodness, circus shot. We've seen a lot of those already this early in the season.
Bohannon down, blocked by Zabo. Bohannon picks it up and put it in. Bohannon with 14. 42-41. Geis in the lane, 5-footer, good, and he got fouled.
Oh my goodness.
Geis with 10 will go to the line for 11.
Darren Geis just beat Lorain back down the floor there.
33.1 seconds to play in the first half. Elyria Catholic by 3, 44-41. Foul shot is up, good. Geis with 11. Smothers will come back in, and Bohannon will sit down. In for Elyria Catholic will be Reed Burke, and Geis will sit down so he doesn't pick up that 3rd foul with 33 seconds to play in the first half.
That was a great job by Coach Kukta getting Geis back in there with those 2 fouls, and he paid off, man. Those were a couple of the prettiest finishes you're going to see back to back.
However, the officials aren't letting Burke come in, so Geis has to go back out on the floor.
I don't know what let's say it wasn't up in the scores table in time?
Apparently not.
Huh.
So the Elyria Catholic's going to pull back defensively.
Yeah, I mean, now you get a little gun shy here. Geis having to stay on the floor, so EC going to show just straight up man-to-man though in the quarter-court.
Little out front. Little with 25 seconds. Little between the circles. Little just will dribble to the right since no one's coming on him.
Lorain's going to hold for the last one here, it looks like.
15 seconds. Little still with the dribble. Now he'll throw it left side to Andrews with 10. Andrews outside the arc left takes a 3 and off the rim, no. Rebound Geis. Geis with 4. Fires to Kukta. Kukta at 3 at the buzzer, no! Hit the rim and did not go. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Elyria Catholic 45 and Lorain 41.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
It's an electric atmosphere tonight here at the Elyria Catholic Coliseum. And we could see the same kind of atmosphere in February when the Division I district tournament moves here.
Well, it's a great venue, great venue. And the biggest key, I think, Bob, looking at those numbers, was the 5 turnovers. Elyria Catholic played that first half of 5 turnovers. If they can do that again, they're going to be there until the end.
Lorain with the basketball. They're going right to left here in the second half. This is Davis out front to Ross. Davis on the left wing.
2-3 zone by the Panthers.
Smothers back outside to Andrews on the right side to Ross. Lost a handle on the ball. Stepped in the baseline, out of bounds. Turnover to Elyria Catholic.
Well, Ross trying to head to that baseline. There really wasn't anywhere to go. The 2-3 zone by the Panthers effective that possession.
Duffield will inbound. And the throw-in comes to Taylor. Pass back to Duffield to Geis. Geis to be picked up by Davis. Geis into the forecourt. Geis to the foul line, left side of the lane. 3-footer good.
Geis is just so good. I mean, changing direction, hanging in the air. Great finish.
47-41 Elyria Catholic. Davis kicks it outside. Ross a 3. In and out, no. Rebound grabbed off by Geis. 7:20 to play, third quarter. Geis into the forecourt. Geis up top. Geis right of the circle, bounce to Cook, lays it up on the rim, bounces around, doesn't go. Andrews the rebound for Lorain. He'll get it out to Davis. Davis long pass Bohannon. Bohannon drives left side, no. Tipped up and in by Smothers.
Yeah, EC wanted a little offensive goaltending, but no, I thought it was a great tip.
Smothers with 4, 47-43. Geis a 5-foot fall away, doesn't fall. Rebound to Smothers to Davis. Davis into the forecourt. Davis passed to Smothers, had the ball stripped out of his hands. Out of bounds, it'll be Lorain basketball on the baseline. 6:44 remaining, third quarter. Elyria Catholic up 47-43.
Both teams have come out the second half not changing a thing. They're running the floor every opportunity.
And the inbound tipped away by Kelly, out of bounds on the far sideline. Or if you're watching this game on TV 20 later, it's on the near sideline. On the inbound, on the right side, down low. This is pass inside of Bohannon, knocked away by Duffield. Duffield gets it off to Kelly, to Geis, cross-court Taylor. Taylor drives on Smothers, put it up and in and got fouled.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest looking move by Doug Taylor, but as soon as he got that contact from Anthony Smothers, he did kind of throw it up there, glass and in, chance for a conventional three-point play.
Taylor was 7 to look for 8. The foul on Smothers, his second. First on Lorain in the second half. Foul shot back of the rim, no. Smothers the rebound, clears it off to Andrews. Dribbled the ball off his foot, has to go back and get it. Andrews into the forecourt. Back over to Little, who's in for Ross. Back to Andrews, drives the left side of the lane, laid it up and in.
He's done that all night long. Javier Andrews, just a strong finish, either hand.
49-45 Elyria Catholic, 6:11 in the third.
EC spreading the floor again here, Bob. 5 guys outside the three-point line.
A 3 by Duffield, no good off the back of the rim. Rebound to Bohannon. Bounce ahead to Davis. Davis left to the lane, drives on Cook to put it up, no. Smothers is there for the foul.
Almost like just as good as a pass off the glass to Smothers on the backside.
49-47 Elyria Catholic, 5:49 in the third. Left side, Kelly, a 3. Side of the rim, no. Rebound to Andrews. Andrews long pass ahead to Bohannon. Throws it up at the glass, no. Rebound to Taylor. Taylor in the backcourt, into the forecourt for Elyria Catholic. on the left side. Cook to a three, no. Rebound at Little. Little throws it ahead to Andrews. Andrews drives the lane, dumps it baseline, whistle, charge on Andrews as he knocked down Cookta.
Yeah, he got in about the middle of the paint area, Davier Andrews, and left his feet. Bad things normally happen when you do that. Cookta was able to draw the charge.
Davis will sit down. Shane Smith will come in to replace him for the Titans. 5:24 in the third. 49-48 Elyria Catholic.
1-3-1, three-quarter court look here for the Titans. They like to do this and then fall back into their pressure man-to-man.
Now we got a brief stoppage in action as they want to do a little mop-up work around inside the key and around the baseline, where Cookta hit the floor after taking the charge from Andrews.
Almost like a little bit of timeout, you know, right now, as much time as they're taking, and it's not bad the way these teams have been going at it. You know, it's just been a tremendous pace right from the get-go.
Kelly will inbound at the baseline, bounce into Geis. Throws it back to Kelly. Kelly bounce back to Geis. Geis in the backcourt. Geis ahead to Taylor. Off it goes to Duffield, drives the lane and scores.
Just great job breaking that 1-3-1. Hit Taylor in the middle of the floor. He finds Duffield on the baseline for two.
Almost tipped away by Cookta from Little. Little gets it back. Cross-court pass, it goes right side, and a travel on Andrews.
Shuffled the feet before he put the ball down. That's the 12th turnover on the Titans tonight.
5 minutes to play third quarter. 51-47, Elyria Catholic.
BC's doing a good job against this 1-3-1, Bob. They're taking it side to side, then they hit the middle, and then they usually have a baseline person there ready to go right to the basket as soon as the ball gets to the middle of the floor.
Geis in the backcourt from Kelly. Crosses the timeline to Kelly on the left side. Bounce back to Geis. Geis outside between the circles. Geis up top, gets a pick from Taylor. Dribbles left to the lane, has to hold up. Kicks it outside to Duffield. Duffield left to the circle to Taylor. Taylor dribbles back out near the center line.
DC back to their 5-out offense here. All 5 outside in three-point line.
Taylor dribbles right in the circle. Ball poked away out of bounds by Andrews. They're going to say it was off of Taylor's leg out of bounds and give it to the Lorain Titans.
It didn't go off Taylor's leg. I don't think that was a very good call there. I don't think you could see it.
4:22 to go in the third quarter, and that's one of the few times it's right in front of us.
Yeah.
51-47 Elyria Catholic. Top of the key, Little. He'll fire on the left side over to Andrews. Back up on top to Bohannon. Right side to Little. Penetrates right baseline. Lob into Bohannon. Bohannon put it up. Whistle. He got tied up by Duffield on a jump ball before the shot. Alternating possession to Elyria Catholic.
Duffield did a nice job. He was able to get his hand on that ball before Bohannon could go up with it, forcing the jump and actually forcing the turnover.
4 minutes left third quarter. Elyria Catholic by 4 into the forecourt. Taylor left to the circle. Pass right side to Kelly. Back out to Taylor. Throws it out near the center line to Geis. Little will come out on him. Geis, top of the key. Right of the lane. Spin move in the lane. Dumps it off to Taylor. Taylor drives inside. Put it up off the glass. No. Rebound followed by Duffield is good.
Duffield just coming from the backside, doing all the garbage work here.
Andrews drives the baseline left. Laid it up and in.
Andrews again on the drive.
And we've got a timeout called by Lorain. This will be a 30-second timeout. 3:28 to go third quarter. Elyria Catholic by 4, 53-49. The free throw line is brought to you all season by Lorain Medina Rural Electric. LMRE providing highly reliable service, superior customer service, and innovative energy solutions.
That timeout from Coach Rossitano looked like it was nothing more than a chance to get his team to refocus defensively. I mean, offensive putbacks, dribble penetration, everything you know they have prided themselves on defensively. Lorain, up to this point, Elyria Catholic has had no trouble exploiting that Titan defense.
Brooks is back in for the Titans. The inbound to Taylor from Duffield. Pass back to Duffield. He'll dribble up into the forecourt. He'll kick it out left side. Kelly at 3. Off the back of the rim. No. Rebound to Geis. Pass in for Duffield. Knocked away. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched out of bounds by Brooks, and it will be Elyria Catholic basketball. The EC student section is standing up and to the right of us, so it's a little difficult to see. The inbound comes out to Geis, drives the lane, laid it up and in and got fouled.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you what, Darren Geis could play for a lot of basketball teams. I mean, a lot of them. That young man is he's just flat out good.
Foul is on Deshaun Brooks. That is his second. Taylor will sit down. Crutcher will come back in for the Panthers. Geis with 15 will look for 16. Foul shot is up and good. Darren Geis with 16. 56-49 EC by 7, 3:10 in the third. Bohannon out front, out to Andrews. Cross court left pass, down low inside to Bohannon from Smith. Laid it up, no. Tipped up, no. Tipped again, no. Rebound at the foul line, driving is Andrews, and he scores with the left hand.
Titans just relentless on the boards.
Andrews with 19. Kelly left of the lane, gets it outside to Geis left of the circle. Pass in the lane to Duffield. Tried to save it from going out of bounds, couldn't. And it will be Lorain basketball.
Yeah, tried to find Duffield cutting. Geis did cutting to the basket, but pass a little bit too tough. Titan ball.
2:45 in the third, 56-51 Elyria Catholic. To the left side of the lane. This is Andrews. Off it goes to Brooks, to Little. Right side, a three by Smith, no good. Rebound, Bohannon inside. Has it stripped away by Crutcher. Loose on the floor, still loose. Grabbed, and a timeout is called by Lorain, by Brooks. And this will be a 30-second timeout with 2:26 remaining. Remember, fans, you can tune into this game later if you like. All of our basketball broadcasts are simulcast and archived on the internet at LorainCounty.com.
I think it's going to be a full, Bob.
Oh, they did make it a full. The official had signaled a 30. LorainCounty.com. It's all about Lorain County. It's all about you. So join your neighbors and log on today. I think what happened was the official just assumed it was going to be a 30, and then John Rusitano changed his mind and decided to take the full timeout.
It was a heady play by Deshaun Brooks. You know, and I like seeing that, you know, Brooks was the one that was going to be in a little trouble, was going to be tied up. He was the one that, on the ground, called the timeout. And at this point, you know, with 2:26 left in the third quarter, Titans down 5. I think that was a very good use of that timeout because they need this possession. You know, Elyria Catholic, to their credit, every time it almost feels like, okay, Lorain's going to start to, you know, do what everyone expected tonight. EC has just fought that off and maintained this lead from about basically 3 to 7 points for quite some time.
He also saved the possession, arrow possession. Davis gets it off to Bohannon. Cross court left it goes. Andrews from Brooks. Back to Brooks on the left wing. Back to Andrews left to the circle.
Panthers in a 2-3 zone.
Davis top of the key. Foul line right. Hands the ball off to Smith. Inside Andrews. Drives. Lays it up. No. Got his own rebound. Knocked away by Warfield. Or by Crutcher. Make that. Picked up by Andrews. He drives and scores on the right side.
Such quick hands by Daviar Andrews. Looked like he was going to lose the ball and immediately snatched it back, laid it in.
He's got 21, 56, 53 Elyria Catholic. Geis drives the lane and scores.
Can't handle him. Geis just beating people off the dribble, getting in the basket, and then what he does a great job of is hang in the air, draw some contact, and always finishing.
And that was the fourth foul on Kevin Davis. Fourth team foul on Lorain. Elyria Catholic has not committed a foul yet this half. Geis will go to the line for the three-point play. Foul shot is up and good by Geis. He has 19. 59-53 Elyria Catholic.
Panthers in a 1-2-2, three-quarter court look.
To Little, back to Andrews, to Little, top of the key. Little drives the right side of the lane to Smith, kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks up top. Brooks goes left side to Andrews. Andrews hands the ball back outside to Smith. Off the hands of Little. Little picks it back up left side. Minute 27 in the quarter. Little top of the key. Little fires left side over to Smith. Baseline left Andrews. Pass inside. Andrews lays it up and in.
Great unselfish look there by Brooks. Finally driving baseline, finding the cutting Andrews.
Kelly left of the lane. Kicks it outside to Geis. Geis holding left of the circle. Geis will slow it down a little bit. Takes it back out near the center line. Minute to play, third quarter. Elyria Catholic by 4, 59-55.
Panthers holding it now. Maybe almost a minute to hold that basketball. We'll see.
Duffield left to the lane. Duffield drives the lane. Duffield whistle and a foul.
Well, you know, and that's the other thing when you run this spread. And right now, Elyria Catholic looks like they have 5 decent ball handlers on the floor. Duffield was able to get that advantage and take it to the basket, draw the foul.
And he drew it on to Sean Brooks. That's his third, team's 5th. Duffield will shoot 2. First free throw is up. Back of the rim, bounces away.
Got to have these, though. If you're going to pull this off, you got to have all the little things, and that certainly includes the big thing of making free throws.
Brooks will sit down. Smothers comes back replacing him. 48.7 seconds to play, third quarter. Elyria Catholic by 4, 59-55. Duffield for his second foul shot. Good. Duffield with 11. Panthers by 5. Little in the backcourt, picked up by Cookta. Gets it into the forecourt to Andrews. Back to Little near the center circle. Little dribbles right side, dribbles left to the lane, hands the ball off to Andrews. Andrews drives left side of the lane, dumps it off to Smothers, and he jams it.
Beautiful job by Andrews with the drive, and Smothers coming from the baseline with the catch and the finish hard.
25 seconds. Taylor left of the lane against Bohannon. Cross-court bounce pass to Duffield. Duffield right of the lane. Duffield drives on the rim, doesn't go. Tipped by Taylor, doesn't go. Rebound Kelly inside. Taylor laid it up and in.
Elyria Catholic just hustling and staying on that glass.
Taylor with 9 into the forecourt. This is Andrews with 5 seconds. He kicks it out to Smith. Down low to Smothers. Smothers moves inside. Tried to lay it up and no. With less than a second remaining, Duffield picks up the foul.
Well, I love what Smothers did, though, and he caught it, he waited, he gathered himself, and then it was simply a drop step, quick drop step, drawing the foul. Got to knock down free throws.
Zabo, Warfield, and Crutcher will all come in. First free throw is good by Smothers. He has 9. Geis, Cookta, and Kelly will sit down for this last 9/10 of a second. 62-58, 62-59. Smothers with 10. The inbound to Warfield. That's the quarter. We have played 3 at the nights at Elyria Catholic Coliseum, and our score: Elyria Catholic 62, Lorain 59 on the Cool Cat 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I receive.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using eBenefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
Third quarter, Lorain outscored Elyria Catholic by a point, 18-17. They've cut the lead to 3 at 62-59. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Titans have only had 1 lead the entire night, and that was by a point.
I'll tell you, for 3 quarters, this has been as good a basketball game as we've seen in a long time.
Davis with 4 fouls back in there. Hands the ball off to Bohannon. Bohannon left of the lane. Bohannon bounced down to Davis. Drives, lays it up. No. Rebound tipped outside to Ross. Ross right of the circle. Whistle. And Davis got shaken up inside.
I'll tell you what, that had to be something. I mean, as much contact as there was, Kevin Davis ended up on the floor. It's either a charge, which I don't think he charged, but you don't end up on the floor like that unless somebody helped knock you to the floor. That's what Coach Rossitano and I understand is like, how the heck is that not a foul?
7:44 remaining. It'll be Lorain basketball. 62-59, Elyria Catholic by 3. Inbound comes outside to Little. Little crosses the timeline, takes the top of the key. Left to the circle, left to the lane, drives the lane, laid it up on the rim, doesn't go. Rebound grab by Duffield. He'll clear it off to Taylor. Taylor in the backcourt, hands it off to Geis. Geis against Andrews in the forecourt. Geis drives the left side of the lane to the hole, laid it up. No! He walked.
That time they got it. He was a little off balance. I'm not sure if he traveled or not, Bob, but the officials do have a better viewpoint than I do.
62-59 EC, 7:19 remaining. Into the forecourt, Little. Little near the center circle. Little right of the circle against Geis. Up top to Bohannon. Bohannon drives the right side of the lane, hooks it up off the glass. No. Rebound stripped away from Little by Kelly out of bounds.
Well, this is now being officiated like a D1 basketball game, although there's only one D1 team out there. There's a lot of contact going on now, and you're going to have to play through it. Officials are not going to decide this one.
Smothers gets inside of Duffield, lays it in. Smothers with 12. Duffield did not want to pick up that fourth foul.
Well, it was a nice high-low look, too, that time. Bohannon, right at the foul line, finds Smothers down low. Titans within a point.
62-61 Elyria Catholic. Into the forecourt, Taylor. Bounce across court, it goes to Duffield. Duffield left of the circle. Pass in the lane to Taylor. Hooks it up off the back of the rim. No. Rebound tip to Taylor. Back up. No. Rebound tipped around. Loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. Finally, it's going to be picked up by Kelly. Kelly to Duffield. Kicks it out to Taylor. Left right side over to Cookta. Back outside. Kelly a three. No. Rebound tipped outside. Grabbed by Andrews. Andrews, cross-court pass over to Ross. Ross into the forecourt, left sideline. On the left wing to Little. Little from 16, good.
How much fun is this?
Little with 4.
Look at this.
63-62, and then Andrews trips up Geis. On Andrews, that'll be his second. On Lorain, that's number 6 as a team. Panthers will inbound on the baseline.
You know, Geis does a great job, and that's what you need to do. As soon as you give up a bucket, you push back as quick as you can. Geis is so quick down the floor. That's where Lorain is having trouble. They can't believe he's already there.
And we're going to get a timeout called by Elyria Catholic. This will be a 30-second timeout. 6:09 to play in the game. Lorain by a point, 63-62. I think Cookta was saying that, hey, if when our guy pushed in the back, that was a foul, then it should have been called the other way when Geis had a breakaway and got tripped up from behind.
Well, intentional. I think the difference was Davier Andrews tripped him up, but it was unintentional. He just couldn't catch him, and he kind of clipped his heel. The intentional foul against Bohannon was a two-hand shove in the back. It was the right call, so that was not an intentional foul there.
But it never hurts to argue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was like every other coach. I wanted every call.
Duffield on the inbound to Cookta. Cookta in the lane to Kelly. Kelly drives on the rim, doesn't go. He can't get anything to fall tonight. Stripped away by Taylor. Taylor drives, put it up, no, and drew the foul on Smothers. He stole the ball from Smothers, and then he drove the lane, missed the layup, but he'll go to the line.
Boy, and Anthony Smothers with a nice rebound, but, the mistake made just not being strong with that basketball. Credit Doug Taylor for ripping it away, as you said, Bob.
But he misses the first free throw. 6 minutes to play in the game. Lorain by a point, 63-62. By the way, that foul on Smothers was his third. Also the 17th foul. So Elyria Catholic's in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Second foul shot on the rim and in. Taylor with 10, and the game is tied at 63, 5:58 remaining.
Panthers back to man-to-man.
Little into the forecourt. Little near the center circle, top of the key, left of the lane. Little right of the lane. Little right side. Little dumps it off to Ross. Ross dribbles up top to the left side, to the left of the lane, back out on the wing left. Back it goes to Andrews. Andrews against Cookta. Andrews left to right lane. Andrews 10-footer on the rim, no. He's got his own foul.
Great job by Andrews. That shouldn't happen.
Andrews
got to box out the shooter. Great job by Andrews following that shot. EC going to spread the floor here.
Elyria Catholic down by 2. This is Lorain's biggest lead of the game. Outside Taylor, a three. Off the side, no. Rebound to Andrews. Andrews will dribble up into the forecourt. He'll get it off over to Little. Little to Bohannon. Bohannon left of the lane. Bohannon in the lane, hooks it up and in.
Nice job, Bohannon, getting into the lane with that little right-hand jump hook. Panthers got to get a bucket here. Loraine's starting to feel it.
Bohannon with 16. 67-63 Lorain, 4:50 remaining. Geis left of the lane, right of the lane. Geis drives the lane right. Backdoor layup doesn't go. Rebound to Kelly. Kicks it back outside to Cookta. Cookta left to the top of the key off to Duffield. Back to Taylor. Taylor to Geis. Geis down low to Duffield off his hands and about.
Yeah, a little bit of fatigue setting in now for Elyria Catholic. As hard as they played, it's understandable, but Coach Cookta needs to get a timeout here.
And this will be a full timeout. 4:32 to play. Lorain 67, Elyria Catholic 63, and the Cool Cat 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Which of the angles on the board are the one from the quiz on Friday? Jaden?
Research shows more and more 12 to 15-year-olds have arteries similar to that of a 45-year-old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Don't let your children grow up too fast. Encourage them to act their age through regular exercise and healthy eating.
And we're on Thursday nights now on WOBL from 6 to 8 p.m. Two of our guests on Thursday night are going to be Al Januzzi, the new head basketball coach at Firelands, and Eric Burnett, the head wrestling coach at Elyria High.
The show is always interesting, Bob.
Yes, it is.
And this game has been just nothing but interesting from the opening tip-off. But little danger zone right now here for the Panthers. Plenty of time, 4:32 left, but this is the first time they faced a 4-point deficit all night.
This is a 6-0 run by Lorain. Into the forecourt. There's a lob for Anthony Smothers, and he missed it. Rebound inside, and they're not going to count the follow-up because he went underneath the basket, but they're going to call a foul and a hold on Duffield.
Andrews was in transition, threw the lob to Smothers. Smothers with almost a reverse dunk try, hit the back of the rim and went way up in the air. Smothers was able to get it back, draw the foul, and the foul came on the floor because that second time he about threw that ball through the floor, bounced clear up into the stands, but ends up in an inbounds under for the Titans.
And on the inbound, Duffield just committed his 5th foul. So Brian Duffield will sit down. He fouls out with 4:25 remaining. And 11 points on the night. Inbound to Andrews. Andrews left side. Andrews baseline from 10, no. Rebound Bohannon. Bohannon moves inside, hooks it up, no. Bohannon the follow, no. Rebound to Smothers. Knocked away by Cookta, foul on Cookta.
You know, right now with Duffield out of the game, what did he call?
Called a foul on Cookta, and he said he was in the act.
With Duffield out of the game, that really takes away some of that toughness of EC. Lorain just pounding the boards now. That's their 17th offensive rebound.
Smothers with 12 at the line. 12 going to the line. First foul shot is no good. He has 10 of those 12 points here in the second half. Foul on Cookta was his second, team's 4th. 4:13 remaining. Second foul shot is good by Smothers. He is 13, and Lorain's lead is 5, 68-63. The inbound to Geis. Geis on the dribble into the forecourt. He'll fire left side to Taylor. Taylor takes the 3. Back of the rim, no. Rebound to Davis. Davis on the dribble into the forecourt. Davis left of the lane, top of the key to the right side. Davis still with the dribble. Davis inside 4 to play. Drives the lane left, lays it up, no. Rebound Little, no. Rebound tipped by Smothers, no. Rebound Bohannon, no. Rebound Bohannon, yes.
Just relentless, and this EC doesn't have an answer. Titans just pounding the offensive glass now.
Bohannon with 18, 70-63 Lorain. Out front Cookta. Cookta drives inside, laid it up, no. Rebound grabbed by Smothers. Gets it ahead to Little. Little into the forecourt. Little drives the lane, laid it up, no. Smothers the rebound, yes.
mean, it's just you can't stop them now. Lorain has just imposed their will on Elyria Catholic.
Driving is Geis, and he laid it up and in.
I'll tell you what, Darren Geis, he's the kind of guy, Bob, as long as you got him, you got a chance, huh?
Timeout, Elyria Catholic. This is a full timeout. 72-65 Lorain on the Cool Cat 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
Titans have outscored the Panthers 13-3 here in the fourth quarter.
The problem is when you get tired, your legs go. That's why you get tired, is your legs can't function. And if your legs go, your legs are so important when you're trying to rebound the basketball. And Elyria Catholic's legs are kind of shot. Lorain is just going strong to last. They got a 45-23 rebounding edge for the game.
3:05 remaining. Bohannon of the forecourt to Andrews to Bohannon, laid it up and in.
Great job against that Panther pressure. Right back to the middle. Bohannon, easy bucket.
Bohannon with 20, 74-65. This is Zabo off to Kelly to Cookta out front. Cookta against Little, tried to drive on him. Whistle. We got a blocking foul called on Little.
Well, Lorain contingent and coaching staff, they're not upset with the call. That was a foul. Sabo got away with a walk before he passed that basketball. That's what they're yelling about.
2:47 remaining. It was not in the act of shooting. Cookta for 1-1. First free throw is good. Cookta with 13. That's his first point of the second half. Zabo will sit down. Warfield comes back in, replacing him for the Panthers. 74-66 Lorain. Second shot is up, and it's good. Cookta with 14. 74-67. 2:45 remaining. Davis in the backcourt off to Little. Back to Davis. Davis still in the backcourt to Little into the forecourt. Little between the circles to Davis. Davis against Geis. Geis went for the steal, whistle, and we got a foul.
Yeah, it's usually hard to get that steal off the dribble like that. Geis gave it a shot, but you know, the thing is, Elyria Catholic, that's only their 5th team foul. So if they're maybe thinking strategy a little bit to put Lorain on the foul line, they're still going to have to give another foul to do that.
Foul on Geis was his 3rd. The inbound to Davis. Davis against Kelly. 2.5 to play in the ball game. Ball knocked away by Kelly out of bounds. They're also going to call a foul on him. On Kelly, that'll be his 3rd. That is the team's 6th. So the next foul on Elyria Catholic will put Lorain into the 1-1.
Yeah, that's 2 quick fouls by the Panthers. Let's see if they go one more to get the Titans on the foul line here.
Inbound to Andrews. Andrews against Warfield. Andrew, a little push by Warfield, no call. Andrews gets it left of the circle, top of the key. Gives it off to Bohannon. Bohannon comes back outside on the dribble. Bohannon against Taylor. Bohannon drives by him. Bounce pass to Smothers. Blocked by Taylor, but they're going to call a foul.
Well, Lorain set that up perfect. Naz Bohannon drove the middle. Smothers was on the baseline. He threw him a bounce pass. Smothers was going to go throw a big jam down. Doug Taylor got a lot of basketball to prevent that, but unfortunately got a little bit of body in there as well.
That's his 3rd, team 7th. Smothers for 2. First free throw is good. Smothers with 16. Taylor and Warfield will sit down. Zabo and Crutcher will come in. 2:09 remaining. 75-67. Titans by 8. Second shot is up, in and out and in. Smothers with 17. Well, he sits down, and I believe Smith came back in.
It's a nice luxury when your big man can knock down free throws like that.
Geis into the forecourt. Geis drives the lane left, dumps it off to Zabo. Missed the layup, got his own rebound. Taken away by Andrews. Andrews long lob to Bohannon. Bohannon inside, missed the layup inside. Rebound to Cookta. Cookta coming the other way. Bounce pass for Geis was kicked by Smith. The Elyria Catholic ball on the baseline. Minute 50 remaining. Titans by 9, 76-67. Cookta will inbound outside to Szabo. Off to Geis. Geis up top. His three was blocked by Andrews.
Nice play by Javier Andrews.
Minute 39 remaining. And timeout is called by Lorain. This will be a full timeout. Minute 36 remaining. The Titans 76, Panthers 67 on the Cool Cat 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
(76-67), the Titans over the Panthers.
And, you know, just to go with what we talked about in the break, Bob, you're absolutely right. You know, Elyria Catholic has shown to themselves and everyone else they can play a quality opponent. And you mentioned Lorain needing to be pushed. They hadn't been pushed in their first two games. They've certainly been pushed tonight. And now they get a chance with a minute 36 left in this ball game here, a 9-point lead, to work on late game situations. I think that's what that timeout was for by Coach Rossitano to execute here.
Bohannon on the inbound to Andrews, gives it off to Davis. Davis left to the circle. Davis with a minute and a half remaining against Taylor. Davis tried to drive around him and Taylor fouled him.
Yeah, Lorain spreading the floor there, gonna work some clock, and as Davis started to move a little bit, foul was given. That's all you can do when you're in the Panther situation right now.
That is his fourth and the team's eighth. So Szabo and Crutcher will come back in. Taylor and Warfield sit down as they're playing offense-defense with those four players. Davis at the line for 1 and 1. First free throw is good. Kevin Davis, his first point of the second half. He's got 5 in the ball game. Part of that has been because he's been saddled with foul trouble most of the night.
Titans very good from the free throw line the second half. You know, that's 7 for 8. This is exactly what you need to do to protect the lead.
Davis with 6. Geis into the forecourt. Geis drives, laid it up, missed it. Rebound off the front of the rim is grabbed off by Shane Smith. Gets it out to Andrews in minute 17 remaining.
And now the Titans just going to spread the floor. They're going to force EC to foul.
And Cookta does as he fouls Davis. On Cookta, that'll be his third. 19 foul on the Panthers.
We've got people starting to file out here with a minute 11 left, but they've seen quite a ball game up to this point.
Yes, they have. Davis' first free throw is good. Davis with 7. 79-67.
Kevin Davis definitely looks like the man you want to have the ball in his hands if you're Lorain late. He got a nice free throw shooting touch.
And he hits it again. He's got 8. And the lead is up to 13 at 80-67. Minute 8 remaining. Outside Szabo. Szabo to Cookta. Cookta drives inside. Lost the handle on the ball, out of bounds. As he started his drive, Bohannon just kind of moved a little to his left, and that forced him to switch hands. 1 minute to play. Davis will walk it up into the forecourt. Davis crosses the timeline. Davis against Geist. Geist reached in but didn't get him. Davis dribbles all the way to the right sideline. Davis against Cookta, and Cookta fouls him with 41.9 seconds remaining. On Cookta, that'll be his fourth. On Elyria Catholic, that's team foul number 10.
It's one of those interesting things, you know, you got 41.9 seconds left, 13-point lead. ECU really doesn't want to foul him, but they kind of have to. I mean, you're not going to let him dribble 41 seconds off the clock, but Davis does miss one here finally.
Yep. Davis will wait to look for 9. Second foul shot is good. Davis with 9, 81-67 in favor of Lorain. 41.9 remaining. Zabo sits down and Warfield comes back in. Warfield into the forecourt. Dumps the ball off to Crutcher. Out front to Cookta. Fires a 3. Back of the rim, no. Rebound in the corner. Safe from going out of bounds by Crutcher, but into the hands of Bohannon. Down to Davis. Davis drives and scores. Davis with 11. 83-67, 23 seconds to go. Cookta drives the right side of the lane. 5-footer good. Cookta was 16. 83-69 with 15 seconds. And Andrew's just going to dribble this one out as soon as he gets into the forecourt. Down to 8 seconds. 6. 3 seconds. 2. 1. Ball game. Final score is Lorain 83 and Elyria Catholic 69. And if ever a final score did not tell the story of a ball game, it's this one.
No, it really got away. I mean, we had a great ball game here for about 3.5 quarters, but Titans with a 24-7 fourth quarter advantage, you know, tells the tale here. And it was a fun basketball game, absolutely. And both teams, man, they put on a show tonight.
Coming up next, the First Federal Savings of Lorain post-game show. We'll break down tonight's game. We'll talk to John Rossitano, the head coach of the Titans. And we'll have tonight's final stats. That's the First Federal Savings of Lorain post-game show. Coming up next, right here on the Cool Cat, 1380 WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
And getting ready to join us now is going to be the head coach of the Lorain Titans, and that is John Rossitano. We'll give him a chance to have a seat. Coach, they pushed you tonight.
Yeah, it was, I thought, I just told the guys that teams are going to give their best shot against us. Every team that we play is going to give us their best shot because we've established a program of winning, and teams want to make their program by beating us. And I don't think we handled very well the first half in terms of, I thought they beat us to lose balls. I thought they beat us to a lot of balls that we normally get, we didn't get. And you can't give a 45 points and a half, expect to win games. And we talked the whole halftime about you better sit down in the stand, stop the basketball, contain the basketball, rebound the basketball, because we knew we'd score points. And we go from 45, giving up the first half to 22 the second half. That's the difference in the ball game.
Well, I thought it was that, Coach, and I agree totally with what you're saying. And I also thought your rebounding the second half just was, and offensive rebounds a lot of time is effort. Not saying your kids were coasting that first half, but the second half,
I'll say it then. I thought we coasted the first half. We did. Bottom line. And, I thought the second half we imposed our will on the interior of the game. And, once we did that we're bigger, stronger than them. And that, I thought, was a difference in the game. But again, give Elyria Catholic credit. They came out playing hard. They went after us. They didn't back down, what some teams do against us. And I thought it was a really good high school basketball game. And we need to play games like this to face a little bit of adversity. And I thought we responded, really well.
And that was important for you to be able to have a situation where, even this early in the season, you're only your third game, to have your kids have to go in at halftime and say, hey, these guys are pushing back at us as hard as we're pushing at them.
Yeah, and honestly, they knew at halftime. They knew what was going on, and we got after them a little bit, said a few things, and made a couple of adjustments. And I honestly thought the difference in the game was we put Anthony Smothers pretty much as a one-man zone there in the second half, and he sort of made them a little leery about their dribble drives, their basket, altered some shots. We got outran and got some easy ones. And once we got the score, I think it was 6 minutes to go in the game, we got a 1-point lead. I thought they got tight, and we sort of relaxed a little bit and start playing the way we can play, and we popped the score on them.
Well, and the other thing too, I was impressed with your kids is their conditioning.
Yeah.
Because you could just kind of see you're not, you don't have the longest bench there.
Right.
But the kids, they just keep playing, and they wear people down.
Yeah.
And, I mean, EC's playing as hard as they can, but you could just see that your kids just kind of wore them down in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jim. We just said that. We wore them down over 32 minutes. It's hard to play that way 32 minutes, and they only played at about 28. And we got them the last 6, and we practiced really hard, and we conditioned by practicing hard. And they are in really good shape, and, yeah, you're right. We wore them down. That was a big component of what we did in the second half there.
Well, not only did Smothers do some great things for you defensively, but also he just cleaned up about every missed shot on the glass in the second half.
Yeah, we start playing volleyball that second half, just tipping, keeping the ball alive, and him and Bohannon and even little Andrews were really active on the offensive glass, and it changed the whole game around.
Coach, it's a long way down towards the end of the season, obviously, but being on this floor now, looking ahead, I know you want, but that's got to help you, at least come tournament-wise. I mean, with the tournament being here.
Just seeing the environment, playing on the court, knowing the background, knowing all the little things of being here, it can only help us. And hopefully we get down the road, we get back in the district tournament here, and but it's a long year and it's a process. We still got some things to get better at, a lot of things to get better at, but these guys are winners. And they know how to win, they expect to win, and that's what we did tonight.
And now you get a chance to start off at home your conference season as you take on Shaw on Friday night.
Yeah, and another team we played as a pretty good basketball team, and we just got to do our thing and not worry about sometimes who we play, and we got to be ready, and it's. This was a learning game for us, and I thought we responded pretty well the second half.
Well, it's always fun watching you guys play because, fundamentally your kids, they do so many things right fundamentally, and then you combine that with the talent. Coach, it's a well-coached team. I'm not saying that just because you're sitting next to me, but anytime I get a chance to watch the Titans, man, I love to watch you guys play. And
just like I said last year, they're good guys to coach. They're always giving their best, and we look forward to the rest of the season now. Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, John, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Congratulations
Bob.
on the victory.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Good job.
That's John Rossitano, the head coach of the Lorain Titans. And as we mentioned, John Rossitano picks up his third win of the season, and so do the Titans. Now it's time to do the final stats. And tonight's final stats are brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank, located in the Sheffield Center, or on the web at buckeyebank.com. Buckeye Community Bank, banking the way it should be. Jim?
Well, for the victorious Lorain Titans, they ended up 32 of 77 from the floor for 41%. Didn't shoot it real well from the three, just 2 out of 12 for 17%. Nice job at the free throw line, 17 out of 24, 71%. Elyria Catholic ended up 25 out of 67, 37%. 6 for 24 from behind the arc for 25%. 13 out of 18 from the foul line, 72%. Titans turned it over 14 times. Panthers turned it over just 10, but the deciding stat number in this game, Bob, Lorain out-rebounded Elyria Catholic 49-24, and 22 of those 49 boards were from the offensive end.
I'll tell you, when you clean the glass like that, you just give yourselves so many more opportunities to score, and it can get frustrating to a defense because they played the set well. They missed the shot, but then they clean the gourd and get another opportunity, and then you got to go back and try to stop them right over again.
Well, you're right. It's demoralizing. As we talked about, your legs start to go. You don't get that box out on the backside. You're already giving away some height, and if you don't get a body into Lorain every single time, they're just going to out-athlete you on that glass, and they really took over there in that fourth quarter and came away from a very game Elyria Catholic team. I mean, if Elyria Catholic plays the rest of their schedule with that type of effort, man, they're fun to watch. I mean, and they're well coached as well. I mean, you really came down to a Division I team beat a Division III team tonight, but we saw two good basketball teams go at it here.
Elyria Catholic's next game will be at home on Friday night. It'll be a Great Lakes Conference encounter against Holy Name. Panthers with the loss now dropped to 3-1. Titans are at 3-0, and as we mentioned to Coach Rossitano, they will be at home on Friday night, and they will be taking on Shaw in their Lake Erie League opener. Quick little number for you, Jim. 3 games now. Lorain has scored 276 points.
I don't see offense being a problem for this team at all, Bob. I mean, the only, I guess, maybe red flare going up is, are they going to be a consistent three-point shooting team? Because down the road, they're going to see most likely a lot more zone. If they can do that, I mean, offensively, they're going to score points. There's a lot of weapons out there.
And also a matter of, can they be patient, because not every team is going to try to go toe-to-toe with them the way Elyria Catholic did tonight. A lot of them are going to try to, as you suggested earlier, try to shorten games by lengthening possessions.
But the problem with that Lorain does a good job with, they are so good defensively, they just keep pressuring you and pressuring you and pressuring you, and they do a nice job of making you play at the tempo that they want to play at.
Next game on the Lorain County Sports Network will be coming up tomorrow night right here on AM 1320, or 1320. I knew I'd do it once. On Cool Cat 1380 WDLW. It'll be girls high school basketball. Don Vincent will be in Lorain when the Titans host the Elyria Pioneers. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:17. The tip is scheduled to follow at around 7:30 or so. And then Don and Jim will be at North Ridgeville on Friday night.
Friday night we have North Ridgeville Avon Lake, so good time of year, man, heading into the holidays and watching high school basketball.
And they don't get much better than this one tonight.
No, they don't.
I want to give a thank you to all the athletes and coaches for taking the time to talk to us and for their performance on the court. I want to give special thanks to Elyria Catholic Athletic Director Tim Ertl for all of his hospitality. For our engineer and producer back at the Cool Cat Studios, Country Joe Van Horn, we thank him very much. Our producer and engineer on site, David Q, as always, a fantastic job. We thank you, sir. And we thank Sue, because she really had to work for those numbers tonight.
She was firing that lead up tonight. They were nonstop.
That she was. And, of course, my partner, Jim Baker. We will see you Thursday at the mall.
We will be out there, Bob. Looking forward to it.
For all of us, I'm Bob Karlovic, and once again, your final score tonight was in a game that it was much closer than the final score sounds. Lorain 83 and Elyria Catholic 69. Good night from Elyria.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.